If you're feeling burnout lately, like many other people are, here are 5 ways to increase energy function immediately. First of all, why are we feeling burnt out? If you're anything like me, we felt out of control over the past 3 years. The external world showed us that it was out of control, it was chaotic. A certain level of PTSD from the shock is still happening. So when there is no locus of control in the external world, it's good to bring that back into control. So what can we do to give our body a chance to take a break from all that and focus on healing and give to yourself? After all, self-care is healthcare. Somebody write that in the comments below. Okay, so number 1, you've heard me talk about this in the past, and that is the thought realm. The mental realm is the 4th dimension. So whatever we're creating in this reality must first be originated in our thought. The imagination is our direct access point to spirit, to God. So if we're imagining us being burnout, if we're imagining us not feeling the best that we can, if we have low energy and we're putting that into our consciousness, guess what's manifested in the body? More of that. We're putting a wish out into the universe, as I like to call her, the big uni, and that's what's delivering back to us, right? So what we first must correct is the thinking that made it so. In order to change anything in consciousness, we have to have a different thought. So how can we empower ourselves if we're feeling burnout, lethargic, lazy, we're sitting on the couch all day watching Netflix, gosh, I just don't have the energy? Can we say the words, wow, I am feeling very energetic right now. I'm feeling tapped in. I have more energy circulating through my body than I've had in weeks. My motivation, my momentum's coming back. There's a clarity coming into my life. What do you want to create is the question. Number 2, your breathing's way off. I watch people every single day walking around with their chest breathing, mouth breathing, which is even worse, all day long every day. It's shallow, it's like, so we can change a lot with just our breathing, right? Parasympathetic, we can switch into it. That's that healing zone, rest and digest, versus sympathetic, which is the fight or flight. We're running from the elusive saber tiger that's nowhere near us, but we create these saber tigers in our minds. So your breathing's off. I'm gonna give you an exercise that you can do at the end of this, so sit tight. Number 3, there's sludge in your cells from processed junk. You've heard me talk about this in the past. Sugar, dairy, wheat, corn, soy, artificial sweeteners. All of these things are contaminating your cells. And because your cells have an electromagnetic shell on them like your body, we're not just biological bodies, we have an electromagnetic body. They're transistors. They're constantly funneling information, electrical current outside of themselves, speaking to the holistic nature of the organism called you, right? So when our cells have this junk, they become celled off in their own cell. Well, the function of the cell is to connect to the whole, and by eating all that processed shit, for lack of a better word, slows you down. And if a cell's slowed down, then it starts to contaminate the rest of the whole organism. So how do we speed that up? We eat organic food, wild-caught food, what feels best for you. A good starting place is to do an elimination diet. Figure out what's aggravating you maybe, and then eliminate it so that you can allow your body to heal, be it leaky gut or some of the chemicals that are in our environment today. 80,000 new chemicals enter our environment since 2012. We no longer have the detoxification pathways open because they've become compromised. So every day we get to detox. Every day we get to do self-care because that is healthcare. Number 4, your sleep is whack. I don't know if whack is a word or if it's a dad word now, but I'm cool with it. So your sleep is whack. Your sleep is not doing you any favors, my friend. We restore our leptin levels at night, which is our satiation, right? So if we're sleep deprived after 4 or 5 days, we go into a pre-diabetic state, which is absolutely crazy. So we need good sleep every single night, and I can talk about that in a future video. I have other FitLifeTV videos that I've done in the past, and we can get into that, but making sure you're getting solid sleep is crucial. Number 5, hormones are all out of sorts, right? They're up and down, they're all over the place. Women experience their full range of cycle every 30 days, which is why they have their menstrual cycle. Men experience it every 24 hours. Now, since the 70s, men's testosterone has gone down so much, fertility rates have gone down so much, which is a whole nother issue. We gotta balance your hormones, which is super important. When we feel good in our body, right, we do miraculous things as human beings. So how can we feel better in our body? One of my favorite things is incorporating the things that I told you, eating right, breathing right, sleeping right. These are all doctors in my world. They don't wear white coats. but they influence my day-to-day. One thing I like to add into my life every day is 600 milligrams of ashwagandha. Now, why would I do that? Because the KSM ashwagandha in here has been shown to lower stress up to 29%. 29%, which is crucial. I literally just take this, mix it in a cup of water. I drink this first thing in the morning because it balances out my stress levels. So if you're looking for a quick thing to do, you can add that in as well. Now, we talked about breathing. Set an alert on your cell phone every hour to breathe for 5 minutes and really focus on that diaphragmatic breathing. Another homework thing that you can do is every 15 minutes, write down your thoughts that you're having. Now this goes with the first thing that I talked about, the mental realm. And you will see quickly how your awareness shifts. They say the average man has 40 to 50,000 thoughts in a day. A woman has 80,000. Talk about a fast processing unit. Y'all women have a lot more thoughts than us men. What are you thinking? And you write those down every 15 minutes. What's the base thought? And then at the end of the day, look at it. Over time, your thinking will clear itself out. And then we talked about hormones. So we talked about sleep environment, making sure all the sleep things are taken care of, likened to a dark room, cold mattress if you have one, or a cold room, because our bodies can drop into a delta slow wave sleep more effectively. And then the last thing we talked about to recap was the ashwagandha found in this KSM. So by doing those 5 things, you can radically transform your life, my friend. And circle back. If you have any more questions, leave it in the comments below. Let me know how you're feeling. And if you're feeling burnout, let's get real. Real is the only thing that exists on this channel. I'm here to serve. I'm here to help as many people as possible. And as always, we're in this together.